Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Why is it so turned up? Okay. Should be good. Skib gaming. So I need to make physics and shit. The first thing I have to do is I have to this to optimize. By the way, god damn. God damn. That's stupid. Anyways, now the reason I'm using render layer lists instead of just using what I've already got with the room stuff is because I don't like okay, well, first of all, room background, then room collision, then room then room custom data and variables, then foreground, then overlay. That's not normal. So yeah. Anyways. I have to make it to where it just runs through this entire thing, and yeah, oh yeah, also 360 should actually be 392? Unless I'm wrong. Wait, so that is missing an entire half of a tile. Ignore the fact that I can't do math. Now this should have. Okay. I know this one. This is 4. Okay, so. What do you mean? Ah! The issue is that you have to switch the sprite for it to actually fucking do that correctly. Also, this will render more than it has to, but that's a good thing because it means that if I go ahead and scroll up here, so that isn't cut off, even though it's fully off screen. Or not fully off screen. Yes, it is fully off screen. The tile itself is fully off screen. Points of area, like the I guess tile itself takes up. Wait, the fuck you mean I have to sign into chat? I'm not signed in. What? Am I using a VPN? Oh yeah, fun fact, I use a VPN. Specifically to bypass Twitch ads. Not to bypass YouTube ads. I don't care. Well, I mean, I care about those, too. But yeah, no. There's this neat thing called, extensions that fucking work. That's why I actually use a VPN to block ads on Twitch. It's because they're so human with it. You're so greedy. They're also bleeding a shit ton of cash, so yeah, that's fine. They're so greedy that they use a bunch of anti-ad blocker stuff to make it to where they don't fucking work. Also, no, turn that down 5 more decibels. I hate Twitch.tv. I only use Twitch to like watch certain streamers that are like actually okay. Like, let's see. The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Your artist is fucking live. I'm gonna have this on in the background for myself. Never mind. Kill. Fuck, I can't use a VPN because I'm streaming right now. And it would disconnect the stream. Good thing YouTube isn't stupid as shit and doesn't have a system where you have to attend streams like every stream for a streak that's kind of just a number. Age is just a number. Yeah, the stream streak that you missed. It's just a number too. You know. Anyways. Back to this. I need to make. I do not like how this applies to shoved over there. Instead of being in the center. Anyways. Optimize idle. This color. Like almost salmon, but not. Also, optimize room. Why? Oh, I don't know why. Length. The reason why I'm not directly searching for the items for the lists and whatnot themselves is because this is a public shaming. Penguin Mod Des, fix your shit because someone else ain't fixing it for you. This I can't find I, but I can find J and K. And sometimes searching the exact thing. Length of button hold durations. Fuck, whatever. It's right there. Put this in parentheses, nothing. But I can do linked button hold. Oh, it's not working. Except something like this does work. It's so stupid and dysfunctional. It's ridiculous. Do I need these? Okay, I'm home. Can't just do that. This shit works so much better on vanilla Scratch. Absolutely ridiculous. Wait. This is the vertical. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's stupid. Now, this will never be true, which is a good thing. Then this entire thing. Now, I don't need this to stamp anything, but I will leave those there. Wait, no, I don't need to do that. Because this isn't rendering anything. In fact, I don't need it to even change position at all. I'm only using switch costume so I can more easily do stuff like costume number. Speaking of which, I don't even need these stamp blocks to be here because I'm just gonna have the code right here. Which, okay. Things to the render layers. Wait, I can do something for this. I'm just gonna use Sam for that. I don't need to use these things. I will make it available for all sprites though, because I should. I don't know if I should. I shouldn't. actually. I should, because I'm making it able to be used. Oh, the other one. Yeah, by the way, when I wrote this code, I was, ever so slightly used to a stupid thing. And now I'm no longer stupid. And I'm actually removing the zeros from places that they shouldn't really be in. Why am I doing this? This removes like 10 bytes from like a full script being optimized. That doesn't do anything. Besides, there's already oh wait, I forgot my my bookmarks are actually good. This minimizer. So this thing is pretty cool. That's cool. Anyways, I kind of wish the Vanilla Scratch had some like proper compression on the project.json, because like I can go into a project.json and make it so much more actually effective, I guess. Yeah. My brain has stopped working. I am not rewriting that code. I think both of these have a blink sprite, or costume. Yeah. Maybe it's the same thing, hopefully. Yes. Very good. I don't think this one is... Yeah, error bitmap. ironically, that might actually be the most efficient way to do that. I'm a very fast typer when I try. But most of the time when I try, I just mess up repeatedly. I'm really... Why am I checking there? Render layer. Clears the layer so that it can then overwrite it with data relevance. And of course, block is just there. Also, that is not the correct one. Well, now. I need to say, Celeste's music is fucking amazing. Anyways, also, yeah, I do that. I don't care about it using like a little bit of extra memory, since it's not going to be using megabytes of memory for that. Which means that it's very much unimportant. The only issue with it would be if someone were to, I don't know, make a Penguin mod version of Scratch everywhere, in which case there would be a few issues there. Firstly, I don't think that would even run in the first place because of how much time these extensions take to load. How much data is in there? I mean, even if it did run, it would take several minutes to start up. So, like, not effective in the first place. And besides, why would you run this project on a DS? It doesn't even have a big enough screen area for that. I heart Celeste! Why are you set to fucking Romania? I'm not there. It was set to that when I did have oh yeah, by the way, only reason I use a VPN is because I'm a little fucking gremlin. Is this gay person live? Yes. Oh my fucking god. This image is amazing, by the way. Oh! I forgot I made this video. Ferrari is very bug-free with no collision bugs whatsoever. Yep, no collision exploits. And also this, which only got 10 views because I didn't set the fucking thumbnail right. The fuck? Did I just see 198 subscribers? The fuck? That's not normal. That's never normal. That's not supposed. What? I shouldn't be popular. The fuck? The hell do you mean I'm sort of popular-ish? Maybe. Maybe my next viral hit is gonna cause me to get 200 subscribers so I can make a subscriber special, which will make me even more popular. Because I think I made one for 100 subs, but like, I showed my face in that video, and I was like 15, 16? 15? 14, 15? I was younger. So now I'm 17. So I'm like, you know, I still shouldn't show my face. I don't know why I was given a fucking webcam for Christmas. But, you know. Oh my god, wait, hang on. I just noticed I have Smeen still here. Oh my god. So skibbity. And it also has audio if I remember correctly. Yep. Scene 2. BRB. Oh. That was just a combination of Scene and that Ferrari font, BRB. That's a good one, I think. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, unironically, that's a good transition. Yeah, I should probably try dual streaming. Cause like existing in both Twitch and YouTube, and getting extra views. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, I am my own greatest enemy, and therefore would probably suffer greatly, I don't know, from people who are like, yeah, I like what this guy likes, but like I don't like him, you know. Cause like I have this massive fucking score chart for like how much I would probably like a streamer, and it has a bunch of interesting stuff on there that, like, you know, I can show it on. I can show that part on screen, on stream. Though I don't want to snoop around in my own files. Could I potentially? Nope. I can open Task Manager though. Let's see. Why the fuck is evil Super Metroid thing here? Look at that. That's horrible. That is an absolutely terrible set of requirements. Like, the fuck you mean I have to kill every boss, every mini boss, I have to get every item, I have to explore the entire map, I have to, do a specific interaction, I have to, like, use grapple beam on the redfish enemy in the redfish room, so I have to go there after I get the item. I have to activate the Chozobots, which is required for mini boss kills. I have to visit the animals, so I have to go to Green Brinstar. I have to kill all beat'ems, the, like, annoying fuckers that latch onto you and hurt you slightly. And then also have to kill all yapping maws. This is horrible. This rule set is terrible. Anyways, Mega Massive Streamer score list. Take a look at this. God damn. Wow. You can screenshot that if you want. And steal whatever that you like and whatever you don't like and rebalance it, because I don't know how to balance that stuff correctly. Oh yeah, by the way, if you wonder, it being Monday, me being 17, school? Yeah. I'm just ignoring it. Anyways, check and see if I can if optimizing works fine, or if it just kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Because that all is just set to 1. Yeah. As main, do that though. And now, if I optimize the room, it should be somewhat okay. Yes. Okay. And now I can go ahead and I know I could probably save a good few blocks by just having it to where it iterates through each of these, but like, I don't want to do that. Okay, it's actually not that easy. Or hard. Stupid dumb idiot saying stupid dumb things. All I have to do for this is just bada bam, I have... Oh. And boom bada bam, I have all of that in 11 blocks instead of 21. The block cost is greater though, so... yeah. And the amount of repeats is higher, so... in vanilla Scratch, this would run a good bit... well, it would run a little bit worse, since repeats are the worst thing, but, well... yeah. God. Why is my cursor flickering on my screen? I can't see that on OBS, unfortunately. Huh. Also, the latency on stream seems to be okay. Probably because I have it set to the lowest latency possible. But I don't know. It still has latency, because, like, it has to be sent to a server and then to the users. So, having my mic turned all the way down is, like, really nice. Because I can make weird noises and nothing be thought of it. Anyways, okay, so it is not rendering at all, apparently. I remember I have the offset stuff, which is, like, really nice to have, by the way. Hmm. Saves a little bit. I can do something with debug. So, a little pro tip, if you have a debug list, it becomes pathetically easy to, like, check stuff like this, because you can just add stuff to that list. So now, I can... And wow! That is exiting almost everything immediately, which is not what it should be doing. Why are you not offset? Hang on. Wait. Physical horizontal rendering start. Never mind, it is. I'm surprised that actually worked. Typically doesn't. Just doing this because that heavily optimizes it like, a lot. Check. Make sure that I came to the list. So that's correct. What? Why am I doing that? I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. Also, zoom stuff is already... well, it's already handled for that list. For that video. Okay. Alright. It works pretty well. Yeah. Unfortunately, issue. I can't really move the camera. But seems to work pretty well, all things considered. Except for one thing. It's offset upwards? Or offset downwards. Or yeah, it is offset upwards. The camera is lower than it should be. So if I do this, and then yeah. And if I go here, it's probably very obvious. Yeah. That's lower by half a tile. Oh, it's also horizontally offset. Wait, why is it not working? I literally fully 100% copied that code over to that. Let's see. Restarting that. I have to restart it from here because. Anyways, I was just doing that to get a list. Wow. Oh, I don't think YouTube chat actually works on this. New year channel. Oh. That's it. Absolutely. Unfortunately, can't resize the window. Why? Yeah. Wow, there is no one here. That is sad. Seems like my streams are kind of just VOD streams at this point. yeah, I'm gonna make it to where I can actually move the camera. Because currently I can't. Oh, wait, alright. Oh! That's what's wrong with it. Okay. I'm using diamond what is wrong with the X and Y. In place of the actual camera position. Because I'm fucking stupid and didn't want to just simply I didn't want to have it, you know. Even though I realistically could have done something better about I'm just gonna subtract. Wait. Oh god. Yeah. I don't think but why is it missing a whole ass tile? It is not missing a tile. Missing the panel. So now, yes, yay! But I still have to figure out what the issue is for it, you know, not wanting to go further. Okay, well that would be zoom modif. Probably? No, not at all. Stupid. Dumb idiot. Dumb. Dumb, stupid, dumb. Something like that. Maybe move camera position. Uh, 464? Yes! And then max of max 3. Okay. So now that works pretty much perfectly. However, what happens when I edit? Nothing. And the reason for that is because it has other things that limit that. Oh my god. Ah, this is why I love programming. Alright. Now, I can get to actually, you know, I can now try some stuff. So I'm not a big fan of what I'm gonna have to do. Notice how I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of positions. I'm not happy about that. Wait, yeah, nah. I'm just gonna check and see. I'm gonna check the upgrade planner, because I have one. Okay, yeah, it's still there. I'm just gonna revise that, because I've I chose to, that's better. I chose to, completely remove knockback because I fucking hate knockback. And so, yeah. I do not know how to spell acceleration. also gonna remove 0.1 wait, no, I'm gonna set the increase gravity. With self-splitting. Where are you? But will I actually don't know if 5 jump speed is okay. Yeah. Cause like that carries a lot. Then again, 0.1 gravity. I don't like 0.1 gravity. 0.5 or 0.04. Oh yeah. 11's just there. Anyways, 0.05 gravity. With increased jump speed to compensate for that. Though, that does mean that if you jump, then immediately pause the game, and then remove this upgrade, you just have increased jump speed. So, another tie back to Super Metroid with, gravity jumps, which are fucking wild. Also, I will have gravity jumps be a thing that will exist self-steady. Because why not? Yeah. Also, I'm probably gonna that is so that environment shield actually works. I have no idea if anything that I've written is like, I don't know. Probably not, because it's like, this is productive. So, typo. Okay, yeah, there's no one here, so I don't really care. 25 by 25 map. I'm just, saying, no one here, don't care, because I can't really pull something if there's no one to get information from on their browser. However, I must say, if I go ahead and multiply 25 by 25, that is 625. Not all of those tiles have to be used, in fact. On, actual space for stuff. I can very easily just I can just have it to where there'll be like a bunch of just empty rooms up there and down there, So, like in like not space. There's no space. I will have it to where gravity increases the further down you go, though, just slightly. So like at the bottom of the world, like very bottom, it'll be like 3 tiles of jump height, but like way up there, it'll be like 6, maybe. I don't know. But then again, that's really weird to do. So, yeah. Also, I could very well make the map 16 by 6, or not 16 by 16, 15 by 15, but like, I want it to be open of a map. So, yeah. Also, fun thing, you can combine multiple rooms together instead of having like multiple rooms that are just separate from one another, even though they have like no enemies in them, no items, no nothing. Like, in fact, I encourage combining filler rooms together if they're connected, Of course, if they're not connected, don't do that. That is not smart. Whatever. Also, because of the system that I'm using for this map, I feel like it's probably okay to have it to where rooms on the same column can be different size, different widths, and then on the same row can be different heights, as long as they don't connect in the direction that would have an issue. Of course, I can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just really, really weird. Especially since I am not programming in actually being just instantly shifted to the room that you're supposed to be in. Because, like, why the hell would I do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing all that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's not right. Okay. Why is it allowed to go there? The fuck? Why is panel open here? Why did they do that? Wait. Okay. Wait, no. Not panel feature. Game mode equals and which it isn't. So now if I play now instantly but edit now actually does stuff. Still does stuff correctly, but yeah, going back to play. It correctly restricts the stuff. Yeah. So now I have that stuff correct. Also, do not shove the fucking block there. Ah, stupid. Ah. I am weird. Anyways, why do you have a value just there? What that out of there. What there? Whatever. Anyways. Expand player one. Fucking dickhead. Twat, cunt, etc. How many more words can I use before YouTube fucking kills me? Actually, probably not that many. That's fine. I also should have a So now I'm starting to actually have a lot of variables, which is not nice. It is actually really annoying, the amount of variables that I just have. Anyways. I should probably do something with Twitch channel point redeems. I should probably stream over there a lot more often, so I can actually I don't know. Be able to make money off of it, I guess. Also, so I get a little bit, just a tiny bit popular, like 5 viewers. Actually, I don't know if that's possible. Nah, it's totally reasonable. I'm totally not super duper lame and dumb and stupid stuff. Anyways. This load stored save game block is doing nothing. Oh yeah, another fun fact, there's 2,500 blocks in this project. Not 2,500 blocks in the project. There's 3,605. It's only 2,547 blocks in this one sprite, though. And it actually still, the editor actually runs sort of well, which is because of the absolutely amazing culling that they've got. Unfortunately, block stacks still render in full when a part of them is on screen, which they should really work on fixing that, because pmod is used for some, well, probably used for some, I should check. Oh yeah, by the way, I am a big fan of Cotton Candable Alias, you know. And so I checked out, like, they were doing a showcase of a trading card game that is very interesting. And so, yeah, that's what you just saw, the autocomplete show. What? yeah, I'll check this one out. People somehow managed to... downloading project data. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Anyways, this project is okay, so maybe some crazy things are being made on pmod. It's just a different definition of crazy, you know? Anyways. But yeah. That project actually reminds me of an older vanilla Scratch project that I made that was kind of also terrible. But I think it still exists. Okay, so that one doesn't exist, but I have a different project that is equally terrible. It's... Shut the fuck up. I do not want you doxing my name again. Piece of shit. Yeah, you can stack those, but... Oh, I'm clipped into a wall. Yet again, a normal occurrence. Oops. What do you mean I fucking... There we go. Now we can actually jump a little bit higher. Oh wow. Yeah, I did it. What do you mean I can climb walls? Sonic's got a new power. Wow, that is awful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna admit something real quick. I got the same exact anxiety with that with that charge as I get. Oh, that's cool. I got the same exact anxiety with that charge that I get when I have transport. Wow. I don't know why I made that. This is a terrible project. I don't know why I play this. I can't hit him. There we go. That was horrible. This is horrible. that's a light speed dash. So that's supposed to be a light speed dash, but anyways, how do I get? Wow. I don't think there is a way to do that, so I'm just gonna... not get clipped into walls. Or sing yourself into infinity and beyond. Okay, whatever. God. This is boring, by the way. Okay, yep. Oh. Anyways, this was a horrible waste of time. That project being absolutely horrible compared to my modern stuff. Anyways, back to this. How much time have I been streaming for? Okay, nearly 2 hours. Anyways, oh, this is technical. Well, yeah, it's a little dark outside, so like, yeah. It's late. Oh yeah, fun fact, I worked a little bit before starting stream. I worked on this project. That wasn't like trying to like make the project better or something. Never mind. Okay, never fucking mind that. Terraria guy gets what in League of Legends for free? Any good streamers? Like I wanna like just watch the stream while I work. I can't have that stream on. That is. That's just fuck? 900 BCG? What the hell? I am not. So me for full. Anyways. Good drummer seems okay. I will. Okay. Bro has the ads cranked way down. Unfortunately, that does mean Twitch is going to be a little bit. What the fuck?
Wonderful buyer the as well, so that worked out perfectly. Like we're just getting we're getting a new kitchen table in, we're getting a new like entertainment system thing in. Like you know how you how can I explain it? You know the thing that you put your TV on, like the TV stand. Like we got one from Walmart years ago, like when we got married, we got this TV, and it's made of glass, and it's starting to bend in the middle. So we need to replace that.
Wow, this is boring as
that
fuck.
on the 16th. we are in the
Never fucking mind. Everyone's gonna be like, damn, this guy's got a boring streamer on in the background. And then they're all gonna leave me. And I'm gonna cry. Anyways. Someone's gotta figure out a keyboard layout. Not layout. Someone's gotta figure out a keyboard thing for like having like certain buttons that are like shorter than others around them. So like around backspace and enter, the plus equals, closing brackets and braces, vertical pipe, backslash, and then F11 and F12 keys would all be shorter, so that it's way harder to accidentally press something that you weren't intending to press. since, you know, it's embarrassing to accidentally smack on a fucking backslash at the end of your message. Backslash? More like backhanding myself. Because well, with that, I don't know, mentally, you know, that's, I'm confusing myself more and more every time I speak. Anyways. I'm tired. And I went to sleep at 4 in the morning. So yeah, not good. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea why you're not allowed to shuffle chapters. By the way, this playlist, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I should probably, anyways, I'm making it to where now, when the game mode is switched, it just kills every clone immediately, which is, you know, makes sense. So just everything gone. Anyways. Oh, I should do the Wordle. Don't spy on me, you're gonna have it. Yeah. Oh. want to do something to get information. Now, I want this to be around what the old version of the project had. Diamond Yoshi Metroidvania. By the way, this project, so fucking old. Like, it's old. But yeah. Yeah, I know. My game Hollow Knight-ish. I will not deny that. But what I will say in response to that is, at least it's not Deviator. Which, like, literally stole a bunch of shit from Hollow Knight. My game is actually nothing like Hollow Knight. The only thing is that the first weapon you get is literally... Well, I mean the first weapon you get, you start out with it. You know. But the first actual usable weapon you get is, just melee weapon. Anyways. Now you'll notice. God damn. This project kinda sucks. Yeah. This version of it kinda sucks. Primarily because it's on one of the worst platforms I've ever fucking used. There we go. There's actually a trick that allows you to jump very slightly higher. And basically you just have to offset how high you jump by falling fast enough so where you're put back at is higher than where you actually were. Oh yeah, here's another trick. Right there, you'll notice that I move very fucking fast compared to normal. That is a trick called a ledge boost. It's actually pretty useful of a trick. Especially because I actually used it earlier to get the thing that allows me to, you know, better control my jumping. So my jump height is like way better. And my fall speed is also way better. Wait, I just realized it's faster to just... It's faster, but like way riskier to jump from down there, because you don't have to deal with this fuck ass several frame screen transition that is, by the way, required in order to actually have the height needed to actually make that jump. Also, it's just generally faster because you can skip doing that movement by just... that. Also, fun fact about the movement in my project. In order to actually cling to a wall, you either have to be fully colliding with it, or have to be holding down L and R at the same time, and that will allow you to cling to the wall. But it's an important distinction that instead of being able to, you know, like, just see there, I flickered. Instead of doing that whole flicker, I'll actually grab onto the wall, because I still have my gravity when I do that. Also, you don't need weird, fucked up movement tech to get out there. You just need a little time to jump. Not at all explained to you, and there is no visual sign. So, yeah. And this is, you know, how you get over here. Also, by the way, probably didn't notice, but this tile looks different than this one. So, yeah. I just tried to use A to jump instead of B on my controller. I'm using a fucking USB SNES controller. Anyways, this may look like, you may think, oh yeah, this looks like an arena. Yes, that is correct. Also, another thing. You notice how I move for like an extra like half a tile? Actually, yeah. About extra half a tile. Okay, it looks like around a full tile. Anyways, I can still jump during that time. Because I was like, I don't like it when I fall off the platform before I jump, because I have a hitbox that is smaller than it should be. Anyways, another thing, that goddamn walk cycle. It doesn't look proper, like proper walking. But at least it looks kind of really good. Jump onto the platform without wasting any time. Except for the second one. No, okay, never mind. You can. These are two different frame movements. Unless you have Schrodinger's wave, which actually allows you to jump way faster. It doesn't just increase gravity. It's also required for the second part to actually work out. But to not waste time, it's a goddamn frame perfect. In the second part. Also, staring up there. without any upgrades. Which means that you don't have to go through this wall, which you need to be able to attack to destroy it. So yeah, I put a lot of thought into this project, except for the placement of 2 enemies that jump sort of high and you know, allow you to, I don't know, just potentially fucking skip some shit. The only reason why you actually go above the screen transition is to set up the trick, but you don't really have to do that. But you have to reset using the screen transition if you don't succeed. And of course, very difficult little thing there. Anyways, there's nothing over there. So, onward. Oh yeah, fun fact, I did actually plan on making this entire project in Gandhi IE, which would have unironically been one of the stupidest decisions ever made. Anyways, you can actually go beyond that house and over here. Also, fun fact about a lot of the assets in this version of the project, they are old assets. Like, some of this stuff is like insanely old compared to the new version, which is, you know, new. Like, I think all of the snow textures I changed, the wood ones, I think have shading in that version, but not in this version. I don't actually think I did anything to certain tiles, though. Also, you'll notice how, you probably have noticed by now that this looks terribly blurry. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. This website forces the not interpolation, that's not right. It forces the pixel smoothing, which is absolute shit. It does not help. I don't know why they would do that. It looks horrible. Especially on this project, which I have set a lower resolution so that it looks more pixel arty, except you take a look at that, I took a look very closely, and yeah, that looks pixel artish, but like, it looks terrible. It looks bad. It looks like I'm staring at my TV from like 5 meters away. Meters is fucking extreme, by the way. Like, it looks terrible. Anyways, now the assets themselves that I made, I personally think they look good. But also, outline there. Not outline. Whatever the... lot of things in this project, there's actually no assets made for a lot of things. So like, oh yeah, also. But like, for a lot of things, there just isn't something properly made for them. Like, climbing up and down walls doesn't have any special textures made for it. This animation. Attacking? Nothing for that. Like, a lot of stuff is just not here. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go. Oh, why do I have untitled project? Anyways, I'm gonna go over to this project now to actually work on the new version a little bit. So, yeah, this looks terrible. Anyways, oh god. fun. Also, because apparently that gravity is that high, I'm gonna make some things slightly different. Plus 0.2 gravity and plus 10 jump speed when you have tilted. And that is minus to the gravity variable because I'm just changing the player life velocity by gravity. So, yeah. Do I have an upgrades gotten list? Hell no. Upgrades gotten. And of course, I can easily just have it to where, yeah, stuff, things and stuff, and I have it to where it just, okay. That shattered my train of thought. I can have it to where upgrades got add just the number that is like attached to the so like whichever one upgrades is S, whichever upgrade it shows, it would be the thing. Oh yeah, also I want to make it to where if there is a tile in an area, that is of a type different than a destructible tile or tile similar to that. When the tile is destroyed, it instead replaces, or it removes the fucking thing from the room list and outside of collision and replaces its own collision things with, yeah, with the one that's different. And if there's like multiple, whichever one's first. And of course, it would, you know, try and replace anything that isn't the same as itself. So a destructible block would not be, or a regular destructible block would not replace crumbled blocks, and vice versa. And then something that has to be destroyed with something specific would not replace other things. So yeah, cool stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I How's it going? Skipping Sigmas? Sometimes I'm sick of this. Yes. Also, that should be 2. It's not. If, else if, then. that times 0.5, so that divided by 2, instead of just setting it to flat out 0. Because I pretty commonly have issues. I have moments where so you see hitboxes, right? It's a little bit of a pain to make them work well, also loud. But yeah, it's really difficult to make hitboxes work how you want them to. And so, instead of doing that, suffering greatly, I will literally just fucking make it to where you ascend a little bit higher. Still. Since, like, sometimes you release the button. Like, when you're almost there. And so, like, if you want to land on the ground sooner. Yeah. Rest. So that changes the player's velocity by 0.6, but only while they are descending and going up. So no. I just killed this weird thing. upgrade dot contains -9, and controller handling up press equals 1. Change. Oh, okay, that increases how fast you ascend by 50 fucking %. Except it's so poorly coded, it's terrible. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that Yeti Yeti was a bust. And kind of, you know, kinda a scam of my skills. Because, like, dude, ew, this is horrible. This is absolutely terrible. Okay, so... What the fuck? Why is it alerting me to announcements that I don't care about and that are old as fuck? Ah, whatever. Anyways, so... That's why I'm doing that so fucking late. It's because I'm stupid and dumb. I have a candy cane on my desk that's been here since Christmas. And like, I want it, but I have my food, so I can't do that. Oh, woe is me. I'm so fucking stupid. I have no idea how many meals I have eaten today, but I feel like I've only eaten one. Sucks. But I don't know if I have. do actually want to stream more often. In fact, because like, if I were to do that, I would there would be a chance for me to like actually grow my YouTube channel a little bit more with all the streaming. my brain. No worky. Yeah. Don't want that one. Oh yeah, fun fact. The Gandhi IDE version is that's 4,000 blocks. 4,272. What the fuck? Oh. Reviewing remix contest submissions plus check me tomorrow at 16. Well, nearly 3 hours. I think that's a good enough stream. I will stop for now. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna wait until it's 3 hours. Anyways. I don't think anyone actually was here the entire stream. Is it? Oh, okay. Bye, chat. Well, non-existent chat.